All right. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are live here this evening for the 2025 NBA playoff predictions.
What's up, everybody? Welcome on in. The 2025 season is over for the regular season, and here come the playoffs, which could be one of the best playoffs in recent memory. A lot of great matchups. Even the play-in the Western Conference seems a little bit interesting. So welcome on in, settle on in, so that way we can get ready and do this thing.
Get you on up.
Let's go. Man, this is going to be interesting.
What's up, Casey? What's up, Peyton Koopman, Mr. Hercules? Wilson Breckerich in the building.
Wilson, what up, bro?
What's up, Wilson?
What's up, Bradley? What's up, Jed Lockett? Goodman in the building. Arkman, Bright, Wolf, Condon. What's up, y'all? How you guys doing?
What it do?
What it do, baby? What's up, Lation? What's up, Sniper? Guys, hit that like button upon entry as we go through these predictions here tonight. Should be a lot of fun.
It will be. It will be. Shit's going to get interesting, guys.
All right. Before we get started, we are doing another bracket challenge for the NBA playoffs. It's free to join. It's going to be on ESPN. Yeah. So it's going to look like this, okay? It's going to look just like this on ESPN. Join our bracket challenge. Rocha's going to be dropping the link in the chat. And join it. So before we get into this.
Yes, play along with us, compete with us. Let's go.
There's the link, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Go join
Link's
it
also
up.
in the description box, Mod. So if you ever want to drop it every so often for us, that's also in there.
Yeah.
Saw a couple of you guys join before we even went live, so you already looked at the description. Appreciate that.
I'm mirrored.
Y'all get a bonus. Y'all get a gold star.
Yeah.
Who wants a gold star?
Who wants a gold star?
Better say before Yvette gets in here. She'll get jealous.
Who won last year? Was it
All right. It was Bradley Reynolds just came in and said, time to go back to back and win it again.
That's right. Bradley won it last year. Okay. All right.
That's
not going to
right.
happen, though. It's not going back to back. Calm down.
Hopefully I can win it this year. I never win any of this shit.
My goodness. We're going to cover everything, folks. We're going to cover the Eastern Conference play-in all throughout. The Western Conference play-in will go through first round, semi, and then the NBA Finals on each side. And Rocha will have everything timestamped after the stream is over, so that way if you're watching on the replay, you can go to what you're wanting to hear about. All right, we'll get started here a little bit. Let the chat build up. Irving with a $2 donation. Rochita, it's powerbomb time. Gonna call Jessica tonight.
Jessica? Oh, I'm guessing that's your lady, bro?
It's me, Jessica.
Yes, it's powerbomb time, definitely.
See if she wants a powerbomb Rocha too.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Double powerbomb.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Irving, for the $2 donation. Also want to give a huge shout out to J-Dog, our moderator and friend. It is his birthday today.
Happy birthday, J-Dog. Hopefully you had a good one, man.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. I don't know the rest of the song.
That's good enough, Roach.
Thank you.
What's up, Brady Thompson? Hello, Kobe White, J-Dub, the Bears TV, Hoopmeister, Hercules, Nate Dog, what up? Irving, hello. Joseph, Dark Reaper, Ralph, and of course, our defending bracket challenge champion, Bradley Reynolds. Bradley Reynolds, if you're just tuning in, join our 2025 bracket challenge on ESPN. The link is going to be in the description.
Come on, let's see if you can beat us. Put them up.
This is my year. I'm going to finally win one of these.
I feel like I've heard that before, Roach.
Hey. At some point, you got to have it come true. At some point.
True. And yes, Brack Shot. I saw someone else mention it. Page backers, baby. It's official.
She is a Dallas Wing.
Congrats.
She is a Dallas Wing.
Yeah.
So 2025 NBA playoffs. What are you guys looking forward to the most going into these playoffs? After a crazy NBA season, especially the last couple of weeks, Western Conference is looking absolutely stacked. Eastern Conference, very top-heavy. So let us know what matchup you are looking forward to the most. For myself, in the first round, I'm really looking forward to that Knicks and Pistons matchup in the Eastern Conference. Tom Thibodeau, with Brunson coming back, Karl Anthony Towns making his New York Knicks debut, going up against the new age bad boy Pistons, a very physical team. That could be a solid 6-7 game series. I'm looking forward to that one.
I want to see if any of the East teams step up besides the Cavs and Celtics. Can a team like the Pistons or the Knicks, the Bucks, the Pacers, can one of those teams step up and maybe in the semifinals beat or even take down the Cavaliers or the Celtics? So in the East, looking forward to seeing if any of these teams that we don't expect to compete with the top two can make some noise and maybe even take one of those Cavs or Celtics teams down.
Yeah, Knicks and Pistons would probably be mine, like Josh said. But I will throw a little love towards the Bucks and Pacers because Bucks are one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs, and and Giannis has been on a tear even with Dame being out. And let's see if they can weather the storm until Dame comes back. So that should be pretty fun too.
Looking forward to those.
Now, in the play-in, do you think there's a team in the play-in on the east or west side that could make a pretty decent run?
I mean, I want to go biased and say the Warriors, but I don't know, man. The way all these teams in the conference play-ins both seem really inconsistent, and I don't think they'd be able to stand a 7-game series when they have to get into maybe the semifinals or finals if they get that far.
That was probably going to be my guess right there. The Golden State Warriors, if they're on point, if they are playing their style of basketball the way they did for a good stretch after they made the trade for Jimmy Butler, they're a team that can probably make it to the second round.
I'm going to go with the Warriors are definitely top, right? Obviously. I'll throw the Magic out there just because of their defense. The playoffs slow down. It becomes a half-court game, and defense becomes a huge factor. If they could just get some consistent scoring, just a little, then they could make some noise out of the play-in.
A lot of debuts in the NBA playoffs for new teams. Julius Randle making his playoff debut for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who's going to be going up against his former team, the Los Angeles Lakers. Luka Doncic making his Laker playoff debut. JJ Redick playoff debut as a head coach. David Adelman making his playoff debut for the Denver Nuggets. And yeah, a lot of interesting things going on, man. A lot of storylines going into this postseason. Houston Rockets, a young squad with the way they've been playing. Clippers looking real dangerous. The hottest team going into the postseason right now with all the games they won in a row. Kawhi looking good. James Harden's looking good. Zubac's having the best season of his career right now. They're deep. They're big. So many interesting taglines going into this postseason.
Definitely.
I want to see how Kate, I know you guys both pointed out, or Josh, you pointed out that Pistons and Knicks series. Kate Cunningham turned into a superstar this year. I want to see him play like a superstar in the postseason and really just take off, man.
Oklahoma City, chip on their shoulder. They were one of the best teams last year in the postseason. They got knocked out by the Dallas Mavericks when they were a favorite to go to the finals. And yet they're going to be the favorite to go to the finals this time around out of the West. Can they get it done, or are they going to get knocked out yet again early? See.
There's a possibility we could get a Thunder and Mavericks rematch at the 1-8 spot.
Imagine if that happened.
And then we beat them again?
Good Mrs. Cade should be first team All-NBA. Cade Cunningham, man, he has been incredible. He's been incredible. I can't wait to see him play The Detroit Pistons, what do they want? They won 14 games last year, and here they are in the playoffs. The new age bad boys are here.
Yep.
But our entire division could be in the playoffs. If the Bulls make out the play-in and they go into the playoffs, the Bulls, the Cavaliers, the Pacers, the Bucks, the Detroit Pistons, all in the playoffs from the same division. Possible.
How about that, man? That'd be really cool to see an entire team being in the playoffs, or entire division be in the playoffs. Sorry. Sick. All right. $2 donation for the usage says, welcome to Dallas, Paige. There you go.
Let's go.
Can't wait to call Paige Becker games for the Dallas Wings. Her paired up with Ricky Gumbawale is going to be awesome.
Oh,
Coleman Sports with the 15 months in the Cote de Fury says, I'm ready for the playoffs, even though my Jazz are not in it. They are getting Cooper Flag, though, right? Also, go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs go win today. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. All right, over 300 people in the house. Keep smacking that like button. We're just letting the chat build up a little bit. Keep hitting that thumbs up and join our bracket challenge on ESPN. The link, Rocha can drop it in the chat. It's in the description as well. It's free to join. We do this every single year. Bradley Reynolds in the chat is our defending champion. Who's going to knock him out? It's a whole lot of fun. So join on ESPN and play against all of us. Play against all of us. We're going to go through everything, okay? We're gonna start in the Eastern Conference with the play-in. We'll make our way into the first round, the semis, East Finals, and then go switch to the West side of things. Do the play-in, first round, semi, Western Conference Finals, and then we'll get into the NBA Finals. And we'll also give you our predictions for the MVP. Who's going to be the Finals MVP at the end of it all? Yep. So we'll go over all of that here in a little bit. Let's say in about 2-3 minutes.
Look at Bradley. He says, this year I'm going to have a lot of sleeper teams make it far.
Some sleeper teams. I wonder what sleeper teams he's looking at. Is he looking at the Golden State Warriors out of a play-in? Just not too long ago, the Los Angeles Lakers, they made out of play-in. They went all the way to the Western Conference Finals before getting knocked out by the eventual champions, the Denver Nuggets that year.
Yeah.
Minnesota Timberwolves, could they be a team that really just figures out postseason and takes that next step? Rudy Gobert, he plays out of his mind. Julius Randle finally has a good playoff performance because he's somebody who's always disappeared in the playoffs. If they get great Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels steps up a notch in the postseason. What if the Wolves make a good run? Denver Nuggets, after all their turmoil with firing Mike Malone and their GM and everything behind the scenes with a new coach, playoff Jamal Murray. This dude is something else in the postseason. He's like a whole new animal.
It's crazy.
With the best player on planet Earth, Nikola Jokic, do they make their way back to the NBA Finals out of the Western Conference? What if we get the two guys who are favored for MVP, Jokic and SGA, against each other at some point in the playoffs?
I mean, that could happen second round because in the NBA you don't reseed in the second round to base off a bracket. So we could have the two MVPs going at it in the second round this year.
Yep.
I don't think we can really consider the Clippers a sleeper team anymore, right?
Who?
The Clippers.
Clippers? They shouldn't be.
But they're a fifth seed.
They are a serious squad. They have the superstars. They have the big man in the middle who is one of the best bigs this year. I mean, defensively, Zubac has taken a huge step. Offensively, this guy is crushing it over the last 10 games going into the postseason. All season, he had the best season of his career. They have the depth. They have the perimeter defense. They have the coaching. Clippers, as long as they stay healthy, they honestly could knock out anybody in the Western Conference.
They've only been to one ever conference finals. We saw that when they lost to Phoenix a few years ago when Kawhi tore his ACL. So they're trying to get back to the conference final for only the second time ever.
We got a highlighted comment, 18 months.
Mr. STA Sports Talk Channel. Hi, guys. I joined the Placard Challenge, and I really love all your guys' content.
Well, thank you so much, SGA. Appreciate you, man. You're always in here. We appreciate you tuning in, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
And thank you for the 18 months of support, brother.
Thank you.
Good luck to your team in the playoffs.
Let's go Warriors.
Asia Lakeisha Robertson, ¿cómo estás?
Hi, Asia.
What up, J-Dog? And happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Good to see you, man. Happy birthday.
You do anything special? I don't know how old you are. Did you get a drink, or how was your day, man? It's a Monday night. Well, there's no problem with drinking on a Monday night.
What's up, Contino? Thomas Bradley, Jacob Fredericks, Too Sweet, Bright Wolf. How you doing? I'm gonna wear my Magic gear tomorrow at work. There you go, Dark Reaper. Love it. What's up, NBA 2K random guy from Chicago? Endritz in the house. Almost 400 people up in here. We haven't gotten started yet. We are going to get started here in the next 45 seconds. AJ, what up? Corey's in here. Mofo's in here. Let's see if y'all can beat me in the predictions, because y'all usually are wrong. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where you end up. I don't recall you ever winning one. Did you? Maybe he has.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I know last year it came down to, I believe, Arturo and Bradley Reynolds, and Bradley ended up winning.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You call the Mavericks. All right.
Okay.
Anissa Morrow is a Kinetic Sun. All right, there you go.
Okay.
I like Anissa Morrow.
The Mystics took some international players. So I'm gonna have to go check her out. Oh, you're only 17, J-Dog. Well, you're almost legal at least, man. Hopefully you're having a good one, bro.
All right, folks. I think it's about time to get started. Keep smacking that like button. Hit that subscribe. Join our bracket challenge on ESPN. The link is in the description. Roach, you could drop the link once again. Can you drop the link, Roach?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There it is. All right, so I'm going to take this off for right now. And we are going to start in the Eastern Conference. And we're going to start with the play-in. So we're going to go with Magic and the Hawks. Who is going to win this play-in matchup between the 8th and 7th seeds? The Hawks and Magic. Who do you guys have? Roach?
I'm going to go with the Orlando Magic in this one. With their defense, if their offense can step up on Carroll, Franz Wagner, if their offense can step up, I don't think the Hawks can outscore them with that great defense. So I'm going Orlando to win this one.
I'm going Orlando as well. I same reason. Defense, Paulo, let's go.
I'm going to make it unanimous and take the Orlando Magic as well. They have the size. They have been one of the hottest teams along with the Clippers going into the postseason, winning many games in a row. I think they take care of business here at home. Mm-hmm. And also, you know, if they're knocking down their shots, which sometimes here and there they can, remember, all throughout the season, this is a team that's been dealing with a whole lot of injuries. So right now they're looking cohesive. They're looking hot. And if they're knocking down some perimeter shots, this team is definitely going to win if that is happening. Mm-hmm. Hawks, Trae Young, remember, these play-in postseason stuff, he tends to get hot too. Mm-hmm. He can play pretty well. Dyson Daniels, I can't wait to see what he's going to look like here in this play-in tournament. But I'm going to go with Orlando to be just a too much with Paulo and Franz and everything in the backcourt.
Oh, yeah.
We saw Trae Young lead this team a few years ago to the conference championship. Maybe he could go on a streak like that again.
What's up, Avatar? What's up, Corey? What's up, everybody? Bright Wolf. I see Hawks, a few Hawks. Jacob, Unreal, Alex Farrow, Sonic is going with the Hawks. But just about everybody else is going with the Magic to take this one.
Yeah, with Trae, the playoffs, you know what he could do, man. He's showed up big time, big moments. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Hawks win, but Orlando is a better team.
Now, the winner of this matchup will automatically go into the playoffs.
They would be the number 7 seed to take on the Celtics.
To take on the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
The loser will play the winner of our next matchup, which is The Bulls taking on the Miami Heat as the 9-10 matchup. Who do you have winning this one? Roach?
I'm going with your Chicago Bulls. I know you guys have a hard time beating the Miami Heat, but the Heat just look weird. Who knows if Andrew Wiggins is going to play in this game? Josh Giddey's been fantastic for y'all. I think he gets the job done, and you guys move on to that final play-in game. I'm going Chicago.
I'm on Chicago, Josh. Yeah, in the years past, like Roger said, y'all haven't, but there's no Jimmy. Y'all have Kobe. Y'all have Josh Giddey. Y'all look good, right?
Yeah.
Give me your Bulls.
We do. I'm going to go with the Chicago Bulls as well, even though we never make it out of the play-in, and the Heat have already done this to us time and time again in these situations. However, this season, we've owned the Miami Heat. They haven't beat us this year. We swept them. And the Bulls are one of the hot teams going into the postseason since the trade deadline. We really picked up steam. We really found some cohesiveness after trading away Zach LaVine. Kobe White and Josh Giddey have became one of the hottest backcourt tandems in the Eastern Conference as we came to the close of the season. I think we have too much scoring options. I think with our style of play, how we get in transition, I think we're just too fast of a team for Miami. So despite the fact that they still have Tyler Hero, they got Bam Bam over there in Miami, I think we get the job done and the Bulls advance to face
the Magic. We all have them. Have them facing the Hawks. Yeah,
that's right. Okay,
yep.
And the Heat are out.
The Heat are out.
So let's see what the chat says. Bulls. Goodman's going with the Heat. I don't trust Billy Donovan. That's fair, Goodman. That's fair. Alpha Evie says, let Kobe White cook. Let Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Boozy Vert, Matas Buzelis, let them cook, man.
Wow, yeah, a lot of Bulls in the chat. Even Big Word says, go Heat, but the Bulls finally beat us.
That's right. We swept Miami this season. I just don't think they got the firepower. I don't think they have the speed to keep up with Chicago. Run with us, Bulls win this matchup. We're unanimous again.
Mm-hmm.
We're unanimous again. Okay. Now let's go into that last Eastern Conference play-in game, the last game. So for me, it's going to be Magic. It's going to be the Hawks versus the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
and I'm going to have the Bulls beat the Hawks. And Chicago advances to that last spot in the Eastern Conference, the 8th seed, to play the Boston Celtics. Bulls over the Hawks.
They play the Cavs.
Oh, the Cavs. Yeah, there you go. So.
I'm the same way. I'm also going Bulls over Hawks. Again, with your offense right now, I think it's way too hot. We could trust Trae Young, sure. But I think Chicago, this is finally the year they get out of the play-ins and they'll be the number 8 seed.
See, it's a little tough for me. I was looking at y'all's record. Y'all split. Both teams won on the road. One game. So you know what? Even though they've beaten y'all the most recent 2 games, y'all haven't played since January. Give me your Bulls. Right now, y'all are playing better, hotter, like you said, after the trade deadline. Y'all haven't faced them since the trade deadline. So
that's right.
It's been a while. So I'm going to go your Bulls to face the Cavs.
Yeah, we're definitely a much better team since then. And so we're all unanimous. We're going with the Chicago Bulls to get that last playoff spot against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. The Bulls and the Cavs?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. You know what, though? I wouldn't mind a scenario where the Hawks beat the Magic, right?
Yeah.
And then the Magic will beat either one of these 2 teams, the Miami Heat or the Bulls, whoever wins that one, right? Mm-hmm. And then the Magic get that 8th seed. Magic versus Cleveland would be really interesting in the 7-game series. Like, I'm still taking Cleveland to win that one, but it would be a more intriguing matchup, I think. Like if that were to happen.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they played in the first round last year, and it went to 7 games with the Cavs ultimately winning.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool.
So there we have it. That's the play-in for the Eastern Conference. Now let me pull up the bracket because we're going to head into the Eastern Conference first round. We're going to head into the first round, and let's start off with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers, who are the number 1 seed, and for all three of us, this will be the Cavs versus the Chicago Bulls. And as much as I love the Bulls and I will be rooting for them, I honestly think they'll probably get swept by the Cavs. So I'll take Cleveland here to advance to the semis, and I think they do it in 4.
I'm also going to take the Cleveland Cavaliers to beat the Chicago Bulls, and I think it will be in 4 games. Maybe Chicago could get hot and sneak in a game, but Cleveland's just too damn good. I'll go Cleveland in 4 as well.
Yeah, sorry, Josh. I think making unanimous Cavs sweep. Yeah.
Okay. Now moving on to the Pacers and the Bucks, man. Now this is going to be a damn good matchup. The 4-5 matchup, Pacers and the Bucks. These two teams have a lot of history. A lot of things have happened. Giannis had that 60-point game against them. Halliburton just recently hit a buzzer beater, right? And they had a crucial free throw to win the game. So these two teams have a little bit of history in recent memory. Who do you guys have winning that matchup, Pacers or the Bucks?
I'm going to go Indiana to win this series I'll go 6 games. I know the Bucks are looking good. I know Giannis is looking really good right now. I think the Pacers, just like last season, are going to get hot. Halliburton's going to shoot well. Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, Neesmith, Toppin. I think Pacers are going to sneak out this series in either, I'm going to say 6 games. It could go 7, but 6 games.
So you think the Pacers are going to get hot? Guess what? The Bucks are already hot.
They are?
Give me the Bucks. I was going back and forth. I actually went Bucks, then I went Pacers, and I went back to Bucks. The Bucks won the season series 3-1. And yeah, obviously that big crazy 4-point play to win the game. That's the only game they won. Only game they won all season against the Bucks. Give me the Bucks to win this. I think it will go 7 games though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Indiana to beat the Bucks. No Dame, that's a bit worrisome for me because I think with Giannis, who has played great against Indiana, I think this season he averaged like 30 points per game, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, over a block on 64.9% shooting. That's pretty damn nasty. But the Indiana Pacers, they got a lot of bigs out there. They have a lot of physical guys. Siakam, I think he's gonna have a good season, a good postseason. Nembhard, Neesmith. So they got some bodies out there for the Indiana Pacers. And Halliburton, the way he's been playing this season, especially after those first 30 games, he's been pretty goddamn good. I think the Pacers have a bit more firepower in them and a little bit more fast pace than what Milwaukee's going to be able to do. If they win this series, obviously it's going to be because of Giannis, and he could have a god tier series to knock out Indiana. But I think Indiana as a whole is better. So I'll take the Pacers to win this one.
I think the Pacers' speed at some point could get to the Bucks at this with their old age, with Giannis getting older and Brook Lopez. I think the Pacers' pace, see what I did there? The Pacers' pace will get to them at some point.
Okay. Now, Ben with the 17-month highlighted comment, just G. All right, just G.
Okay.
What's up, Ben? Thank you for the 17 months. Moving on to the Knicks Pistons. The 3-6 matchup, and this is one of the most interesting matchups in the playoffs right now. I'm loving this. The New York Knicks just got back Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby's playing well. Mikal Bridges, he's shooting well right now. Karl Anthony Towns, he's fired up to make his Knicks playoff debut. And they're going up against the new age bad boy Pistons. Cade Cunningham is an absolute stud, man. Let's see. What is he averaging right now over the – let's see. I think this season, Cade Cunningham is averaging 30 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds against the New York Knicks. That is a man possessed. And with Malik Beasley, his 3-point shooting, 41% from beyond the arc. My God, that dude is knocking down threes. Jalen Duren in the middle with their physicality, the way they like to slow everything down. Is Jalen Brunson going to be up to the physicality, even though I know he's such a great playoff performer? He's definitely one of those playoff risers. I'll still take the Knicks. But Detroit, I think, can make this a solid 6-game series.
I'm gonna go with the upset. Screw it, man. Give me the Detroit Pistons. New York they didn't beat the Cavs or the Celtics all season. They've struggled against good teams this year, and the Pistons are gonna be playing with high confidence. I think Tibbs can run down the starting lineup if he's not playing 48 minutes a game. I think Detroit in 7 games pulls out an incredible upset in this postseason.
You taking Detroit?
I'm taking Detroit basketball.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn it, Rocha. That's what I was going to do.
Oh!
I'm going Pistons as well. I think the physicality is going to play a factor. And with the lack of depth and how many minutes he plays as starters, I think that will hurt against a team that does play physical. They will wear you down. And I was looking at the season. They're 3-1 against the Knicks. They won the season series, and they just played 4 days ago. So I'm gonna go Pistons on the upset. I think it'll be 6 games.
You guys are both going with the Detroit Pistons. I'm taking the New York Knicks. You know, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, even at like 85%. As long as Bridges and OG Anunoby continue to knock down their shots and provide on the defensive end, even if Cade Cunningham averages that 30 points per game, right? I don't know about the rest of these guys. Malik Beasley's shooting well from downtown, but can he do it in the postseason? And even if he is, will it still be enough with the rest of the cast of the Detroit Pistons? I don't know. That's why I'll take New York to edge them out here in the first round. But it'll be a really good series.
It will be.
Now moving on to the last matchup in the first round, and that's going to be the Boston Celtics, the number 2 seed, taking on what for us is going to be the Orlando Magic, right, guys?
Correct.
And Orlando, good defensive team, getting better offensively down the stretch on 7-3 in the last 10 games before the postseason. Yeah, they lose to the Celtics in probably 5 games. I'll give them 1 game, maybe. Celtics win.
As good as Orlando has been playing lately, man, I don't think they stand a chance against a team that knows how to get it done, obviously, in the postseason. I'm going to go a sweep for the Boston Celtics in this one.
Yeah, I'm going sweep as well. It's Celtics. Their offense is too good. I understand Magic have a great defense and all, but yeah, who do you stop? You know, pick your poison. But yeah, I'm going to go Celtics. I think they sweep them.
All right, that does it for the first round. We're going to the second round, the Eastern Conference semifinals, and we'll start with the 1-4 matchup, Cleveland Cavaliers and the Indiana Pacers. Rochita.
Yeah, so I also got Cavs and Pacers here. I'm going to go Cleveland and go to the conference finals. Surprise, surprise. Pacers, they can play with a good pace. They can shoot the ball. But against a really great Cleveland team who's destined to go to at least the conference finals, I think Cleveland wins, I'm going to say, in 5 games in this one.
Yeah, I have Cavs Bucks. I have a little bit different than y'all. But either way, I think I'm going to have the same result as you, Rocha, and I'm going Cavs. The Bucks, Giannis, maybe Dame might be back by now for the Bucks, but I still don't think it's enough. You have Mobley, Allen, Don, everybody over there in Cleveland, and they got such good depth. So I'm going to go Cavs.
I think this would be a damn good series. I think this could possibly be a 7-game series. Cleveland Cavaliers, they tend to take a dip and play a little less than they are in the regular season, in the postseason. I think Indiana, especially coming out of that first round, they take care of the Bucks. They stay hot, especially in the back with the backcourt defense of Cleveland. I think that's something that Halliburton and the offense of Indiana can expose a little bit. I'll take Cleveland, but I think this could be a 7-game series, honestly.
Okay. I would love this series, man. It'd be such a high action pace series if this comes to fruition.
All right. Now moving on to our other semifinal matchup here. For me, it's going to be Boston and Celtics. I mean, it's going to be Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks. So New York versus Boston right here. And yeah, Boston is just way too much for New York. I think they take care of business in about 5, maybe 6 games and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. With the backcourt defense, with Drew Holiday and Derek White, with the wing defenders and scorers in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, the depth that the Boston Celtics have, New York is going to have their head spinning, I think, in that series. They lose possibly even 5 games.
For me, I have the Celtics and the Detroit Pistons. And as much fun as Knicks and Pistons will be, Celtics and Pistons would not be if that happens. I'm going to go another sweep for Boston to start their playoffs 8-0. They're going to just be way too much for Detroit.
Yeah, I have the same matchup as you, Roach. Celtics, Pistons. But yeah, it's the Celtics, man. I think they'll go 5 games. I like the Pistons, but the Celtics have been there, done it. This Pistons are going to be riding high. I have them upsetting the Knicks, but second round it's going to get nitty gritty, and it's going to be. I think they're going to fizzle out because they're still a pretty young team. So,
okay, now that does it for the semifinals. Let's go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and for all of us, it's Boston and Cleveland. This is what we've been expecting. This is what everyone expects. Boston and Cleveland in the East Finals. But who is going to prevail and punch their ticket to the big dance? Will it be the defending champions or will it be the Cleveland Cavaliers? Roach, you go first.
Man, this is going to be a 7-game series. I'll say this right now. This will be a 7-game series. Josh is right. This is a series we all want. Let us get this Boston and Cleveland series. The 2 best teams in the East all season long, man. I'm going to go the Boston Celtics to go back to the NBA Finals. They're going to win in 7 games. Josh mentioned that Cleveland takes a dip. Jared Allen also takes a dip big time. What's he going to look like against Kristaps Porzingis and Big Shot Al Horford? I think the Celtics have too much. They've been here. They've done it. They won it all, and they get back to the finals.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's 7 games. It should go 7-game series, no matter what, in my opinion. You know what? I had the Celtics going pretty much all the way at the beginning of the season. And you know what? I'm switching it up. I'm going to the Cavs. I don't know.
You're going Cavs?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just have this. I think the Cavs finally step it up. And, Evan Mobley had such a great year. Defensive player of the year, right, Crazy Dog? And I think the Cavs pull off the win here.
I'm going with the Boston Celtics to win and make it to the NBA Finals. Their depth is just too good. The perimeter defense is way too good. And I think with their style of play, it's possible that Jared Allen, because we've seen it quite a bit in the regular season in the games that we stream too, where Jared Allen, he can't be on the floor late in games sometimes in some of these situations because he's too slow out there. Mm-hmm. So I think that could be the case, especially if Porzingis is playing throughout the series.
Yeah.
I'm taking Boston, and I think they win in 6. I hope for 7, but I think they win in 6.
It's going to be a crazy series if this happens, man. Hopefully it does, and we all will look forward to it.
Yeah, we had a couple of donations before we move on to the Western Conference.
We got a $2 donation from Andrew Spencer. Says the Rays are up 14-1 versus the Red Sox in the 5th inning. 14-1.
Wow.
And of course, you have the Tampa Bay pitcher against me, Roach.
Let's go. Thank you.
Thank you. Who was that?
That was Andrew Spencer.
Andrew Spencer.
Check this out. Toasty with a 2 says, hot take. I think there will be a 3-0 comeback this year in the NBA playoffs.
A 3-0 comeback from someone?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. You want to take a wild guess on who that would be? Who that could be?
It's never happened in the NBA. It's the only sport that has not happened yet.
Okay. All right. So we're done with the East. We're done with the East. Now let's make our way to the Western Conference. Brady with the highlighted comment. 47 months. Celtics winning this shit, baby. Fire me up, Tatum, Finals MVP, and shut up the ignorant haters. Oh my goodness, he wants to win another one.
Okay, Brady. Okay.
Brady got it. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate the hell out of that. We're gonna start with the Western Conference play-in. The Mavs and the Kings. We'll go there. Who wins this matchup, the Mavs or the Kings?
Should I start?
Go ahead.
Yeah. You guys haven't beaten them all year.
I know. That's why I'm honestly just – it's frustrating because I feel like we are a better team. But what team are we going to get? You know, the locked-in Dallas Mavericks or what? I don't know. Sabonis usually kills us. But I'm not confident in this at all, but I will, I guess, call me a homer. I am going to go my Mavs. I think with PJ Washington, Gafford, Lively, all healthy, obviously AD, I think we should be able to win. I think we are the better team. So I will go Dallas here to win this game.
All right, Roach. Sean went with his Mavericks. Do you concur?
I do concur, man. Yeah, I know you guys have struggled against them this season, but I'm not going to trust Sacramento in this situation. They beat us last in the playoffs and they got smoked the next play-in game. I'm sorry. I just don't think they're going to beat your big team at Davis, Gafford, and Lively, man. And I think y'all go on to the play-in final.
I wish I could say the Mavericks are going to win. I wish I could say that the Mavericks are going to lock in. I wish I could say that Anthony Davis is going to do enough to secure the victory. I wish I could say those things, but I'm not. I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings to take care of business. Sabonis, he does own the Dallas Mavericks as of late. Zach LaVine has been really kicking it up a notch to close out the season. You have the fourth quarter master in DeMar DeRozan. As long as they're not playing stupid, Sacramento Kings should win this game. And I know they can play stupid. I think they close out the Mavericks and they punch their ticket.
I'd be 2 straight years of play-in wins in the 70 and the 9-10 matchup for the Sacramento Kings.
All right. Okay. Now, let's see. Who else do we got? What's the other matchup?
Nothing worth talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Golden State
Warriors.
Grizzlies and Warriors. Man, oh, man, do they got history, Roach.
The Warriors lost to the Memphis Grizzlies in 2021 to eliminate the Warriors from the playoffs. So absolutely we got history. And then the next season, the Warriors take out the Grizzlies and the conference semifinals.
That's right. And the Warriors have never gotten out of the play. They've never won in the play-in.
Never won. 0-3.
0-3.
0-3.
The Warriors, man, they would have been a playoff team if it wasn't for Barnes knocking down that shot against y'all in that buzzer beater. But here you are. Can you finally get out of the play-in tournament, dude? All right, this is what, the 7-8 matchup?
7-8 matchup, yeah.
All right. Who's going to lose and face the winner of the Kings and Mavs?
I got to go with my Golden State Warriors. Now, yes, I know we don't play well.
So you have the Golden State Warriors losing? Because that's the question I asked. Who was losing?
I got the Grizzlies losing, not the Warriors. Not the Warriors.
I think Rocha just put it out there.
No.
He just jinxed them.
Oh, hopefully that's a reverse jinx now. I think the Grizzlies, they got to be careful in this game because the Warriors love to get Triple J and foul trouble. They like to try to get in John Morant's head. Yes, the Warriors have never won in the play-ins, but Jimmy Butler has never lost in the play-in. So I think he's healthy, by the way. He's not an injury report. Him and Steph are off the injury report for tomorrow's game. They're playing. I think those two heavy carry the load. Draymond gets in Triple J's head, gets Triple J in the foul trouble like they always do, and the Grizzlies lose this playing game, and the Warriors finally win one to go take on the Houston Rockets. Woo!
You might have jinxed them, Roach. But who's going to lose this game? Because I'll actually answer Josh's question. I'm going to go with the Grizzlies losing this game. I think the Warriors are just more consistent. Grizzlies have been, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Grizzlies at times. So there's times where they look great, and there's times they just look god-awful. They can't hit a shot. And we've talked about that during the streams and stuff like that. So give me the Grizzlies to lose, and then they'll be facing my Mavs, hopefully, for the last spot.
Okay. Golden State Warriors. They worry me. They really do. Down the stretch, Curry has looked tired. He's looked older, slower, a half a step slower. He did great down the stretch against the Clippers, but that first half was awful by Curry. Not just missing shots, but he was playing piss poor, slow ass defense. He was making a lot of mental errors, so many turnovers as of late for Curry. He's even missing free throws here and there.
Yeah.
And he's a guy who's one of the greatest free throw shooters of all time. Jimmy Butler, sometimes he's slow to start games. The rotation, Jonathan Kuminga seems to be out of the rotation. So you guys are dealing with issues with that. What are you going to get from Buddy Hield? What are you going to get from Moses Moody, who's looked pretty awful for the most part down the stretch? There's a lot of things that say that the Golden State Warriors really worry me, and I don't know if they can win this game. But I'll have the Grizzlies lose.
Yes.
I'm going to have the Grizzlies lose this game because they are going to get smoked by Curry because this dude just lights them up. In the past, he'll light them up again. When it matters the most, Jimmy Butler is going to play like playoff Jimmy. Snap into a him gym, baby.
Yes.
Dre Mundo, he's going to be crucial, and he's going to be in their heads. They're going to shut this fucker down like Triple J, and I think they take care of business. Grizzlies, they lose. Warriors win, and they go to the playoffs to face the Houston Rockets for the 100th time in the playoffs.
Yeah, we faced each other like 4 straight times from like 2015 to like 2019, man.
And we will be live streaming that game tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow. So come tune in. Grizzlies, Warriors, butts in the seats. Shit's going down. And we might have a special guest in the House of Fury for that game tomorrow. Who could it be?
Who could that be?
All right. Okay. We got that one. Let's get that off the screen, and let's talk about that last Western Conference play-in game, which for me is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Sacramento Kings. For Rocha,
it's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Dallas Mavericks.
Same.
I'm between the Grizzlies and the Sacramento Kings. Give me Memphis. Give me Ja Morant and the Grizzlies to take out the Kings and send them to Cancun.
Man, this is so tough because Dallas is so big. But Memphis has Triple J, and they got Aldama, and they got Zach Edey to guard all of them. I'm going to go the Memphis Grizzlies to take out Sean's Mavericks. I think they'll be playing pissed off from a loss against the Warriors. I think Ja Morant will have a great game. Triple J will stay out of foul trouble. And just slightly, give me Memphis to move on to take on Oklahoma City.
Y'all are both dead to me. God, I want to pick my Mavs mainly just for the matchup of the OKC Thunder versus Dallas. But I can't do it, guys. I'm taking Memphis to win. We only won one game. They dominated us most of the season. And we beat them early in the year, early December. After we got rid of Luka, We haven't beat them.
Oof.
So give me Memphis. I have no faith in this Dallas team. I thought, with AD, there's still times where I watch AD play and he doesn't look locked in. And I'm not sure if it's just because, he hasn't played with a lot of these guys yet. B. Will getting hurts, obviously.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go Memphis to win this, and I think my Mavs will be eliminated.
All right. So there you have it. That's our results for the last play-in game, our predictions. I'm going to have the Memphis Grizzlies facing the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round, and I'm going to have the Golden State Warriors facing the number 2 seed Houston Rockets in the first round out of the play-in.
Same here. Grizzlies versus Thunder, Warriors versus Rockets.
Yep.
All right. Before we move on to the first round of the Western Conference, we had a couple of donations.
Cowboys fan for life with the 5 says, nobody's talking about how good Ty Jerome has been for the Cavs. And the Cavs bench, I think, could be a massive factor against the Boston Celtics. Dude, Ty Jerome was awesome for y'all, man. It was crazy to see how good he was this year for you guys.
The TIE Fighter, man. We've been talking about the TIE Fighter ever since he's been playing with Golden State, and he's been through a lot, man, in the NBA throughout his career, dealing with injuries, falling out of rotations, and he's really found a home here in Cleveland. He's been one of your best role players off the bench, but you're going up against one of the deepest, nastiest teams with depth in terms of depth with the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's bringing up Ty Jerome in the Cavs bench, but the Celtics bench is just as good.
The 6th man of the year, Peyton. Well, what's going to be the 6th man of the year? Peyton Pritchard. Thank you, Cowboys fan for life with the 5, man.
For life.
So Toasty with the 2 says, I think either the Knicks, Lakers, Bulls, or Bucks could pull off a 3-0 comeback.
You said the Lakers,
the Knicks,
the
Bulls, or the Bucks.
Or the Bucks. Okay, I could see that the Bucks. Yeah, especially like what's the word on Dame again?
No firm update at the moment on Damian Lillard.
What if he somehow came back late in that series and they were down 3-0 and Giannis is playing a man possessed and he gets even an 85% Damian Lillard and they just go on a run or something, Or what if the Timberwolves find themselves up on the Lakers, and Luka Doncic and LeBron James, okay, we're not about to lose to Rudy Gobert, right? Fuck this. Let's lock in 3-0 comeback to win the series. Okay.
What if the Detroit Pistons shock the New York Knicks out of the gate 3-0, and then the New York Knicks say, let's turn it up. They play all 48 minutes and come back and win that series 4-3.
There you have it. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate the $2 dono, man. Thank you, bro. Now let's move on to the first round of the Western Conference side of things. And we'll start off with the number 1 seed, Oklahoma City Thunder, taking on what for me is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies and Thunder, yeah, this could honestly end up being a sweep, but I'll give Ja and Triple J and Desmond Bane 1 game. Thunder win in 5.
I'm going to go. So I got Thunder and Grizzlies as well in my situation. I'm sorry, Memphis, but you guys got to the play-ins. I think the Thunder sweep them. John Morant's going to be not enough. Triple J is probably going to get foul trouble thanks to Chet and Hartenstein. Give me Thunder over the Grizzlies in 4.
Yeah, I'm on Thunder. I wouldn't be shocked if they got 1 game, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's a sweep either. So at most 1 game for Grizzlies.
Okay. There's our Thunder 8 matchup. Now moving on to the Nuggets and Clippers, the 4-5 matchup. Damn, this could be a really good series. What could be another MVP season for Nikola Jokic, who averaged a triple-double as a center. Are we going to get playoff Jamal Murray, MPJ, after the firing of Mike Malone and all the drama behind the scenes? Here they are facing a Los Angeles Clippers team, which right now is what? On an 8-game win streak, 9-1 the last 10, going into the postseason. They have a healthy Harden. They have a healthy Kawhi Leonard right now, who's shooting great from the field. They have Norman Powell, who has been one of the most improved players going into this season. Zubats having the best season of his career. Dunn, D-double-J, they got big wing defenders, and they're knocking down those corner jumpers. They're a well-coached team. They got the depth, they got the size, they got the versatility, they got the scoring. Who wins this matchup, Nuggets or Clippers, and how many games do they do it? Roach, we'll kick it off to you first.
Oh man, this gonna be a fun series. I think this series goes 6 games. I got my winner in 6 games, and who's that winner? Or it's I hate to say this, it's the Los Angeles Clippers, man. You're right, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, man, they've been incredible duo. Norman Powell should have been an all-star this year. They're too hot. They're hot at the right time. Denver, they got a brand new coach going in here into the postseason. I think this is a loss for them and kind of a reset. Well, they do sign Nikola Jokic to that deal. They get people around him. Clippers take down the Nuggets in 6 games and move on to face the Thunder.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Clippers as well. They are the hottest team, one of the hottest teams going in the playoffs. I'm gonna go Clippers. When we watched that game the other night, man, Kawhi, my God, right? He missed what? Maybe less than a handful of shots.
Yeah.
And then James Harden down that stretch.
These guys are clicking. Zubats looks great. All these guys, even with Norman Powell having a bad game, they were still able to come up clutch. And I think the Clippers win this. And honestly, give me 5.
Wow.
I think the depth will hurt the Nuggets in this series.
Okay.
Didn't they face off in the playoffs in the bubble 5 years ago? And the Clippers blew a 3-1 series lead?
Was that them?
Didn't they blow a series lead against the Denver Nuggets and Jokic?
Yeah.
So this could be a revenge game for Kawhi and the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget David Adelman making his playoff debut as the head coach for the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Also, here's an interesting thing. Throughout the season, in the 4 games against the Denver Nuggets, Norman Powell averaged 27 points a game.
Damn.
27 points a game against Denver in the 4 games in the regular season. My goodness, man.
Jesus.
And there's really an interesting matchup that I'm looking forward to in this series. Zubats versus Jokic.
Versus Jokic.
I mean, obviously, Jokic is the best player on planet Earth and everything, but Zubats, the way he's been playing, that's going to be fun to watch. Zubats versus Jokic, dude.
Yeah.
And then, Chris Dunn, he's probably going to be on Jamal Murray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see if Jamal Murray, rears that playoff Jamal this time around. Could be good. I'm taking the Clippers to win, and I'll take them in out of respect for the greatest basketball player on planet Earth. 7 games.
7 games.
But it could be 6.
Wow, so we all got Clippers winning that series. Oh, man, that's just going to be a great series.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great job remembering that, Josh. That's right, that 3-1 blown lead. We all thought it was going to be the Battle of L.A. in the conference finals in the bubble, man.
Oh, but the Clippers blew it, and that's what they do, huh? It's just you can set your watch to it. It's a matter of time. They're going to do something to live up to their reputation in the postseason.
Yep.
I hope they stay healthy, so that way that's not going to be an excuse at all, because that's something they've been dealing with a lot throughout the years as well, health issues. I hope they're fully healthy if and when they lose.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
You have a donation?
We had a $2 donation from Miguel R. Says Kerr will be useless. That's my prediction.
Who?
Kerr will be useless. Steve Kerr.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you, Miguel. Now, moving on to the Lakers and Timberwolves. Los Angeles Lakers, Minnesota Timberwolves as the 3-6 matchup. This is going to be really interesting. It's the playoff debut for head coach J.J. Redick. It's the playoff debut for Luka Magic in a Los Angeles Lakers uniform. How will J.J. Redick do in his head coaching debut as a playoff coach? I mean, was he studying? I'm sure he was. A lot of that game footage of last year where Luka Doncic torched the Minnesota Timberwolves. He owns this team, especially a particular Rudy Gobert. So I'm thinking we're going to see a whole lot of switching like the Mavericks were able to do, getting Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving in those matchups off the switches against Rudy Gobert and just attack him and do whatever you want because he's so slow against a guy like Luka or against a guy like Kyrie. But here it's going to be Luka again or LeBron James. So that's going to be really damn interesting. But who you guys got and in how many games?
Oh, man. I could easily see this going a sweep, man. Timberwolves, just like Warriors and Memphis, are just such inconsistency when it comes to time. The one person we can rely on this is Anthony Edwards. This team went to the conference finals, lost to Luka last year, man. But it doesn't matter. As Shannon Sharp would say, Lakers in 5. I'll give the Timberwolves one game in this series.
Crayfish said Ant-Man, Superman, Batman, Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lakers. I think it's gonna be 5 games, just like it was last year when it was Luka and the Mavs versus the Timberwolves. I just think the mismatches, and even with Ant, he's had shown times where he plays a little passive, and he doesn't play as aggressive as he probably should in some of these games, where he doesn't take over. And so I'm gonna go Lakers in 5. Could it be a sweep? Maybe. Because it just depends. I mean, you got a 3-headed monster over there in Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves, AR-15. So, but I'm going to go Lakers in 5.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Lakers to win this matchup. I think it's going to happen in probably 6 games. Now, the thing about the Los Angeles Lakers going into this matchup is they're going to lack the size.
Yeah.
They're going to lack the size against Minnesota. With Rudy Gobert, with Jaden McDaniels, with his length, and then you have Julius Randle, you have Naz Reid. The size could be a problem for Los Angeles down low. Because last year, Luka Doncic, he had a great lob threat with Daniel Gafford, with Derek Lively, who played out of his mind against Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Those rollers are huge for Luka Doncic, but you know, Jackson Hayes, he's gotten a lot better with Luka Doncic. I mean, hell, he's always got the first damn dunk when we do his streams, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to be Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, these guys who are Vanderbilt especially, you know, stay out of foul trouble because defensively he can bring it. Offensively, you know, he could be really lackluster there. But they're going to need all this size as much as possible. Rui gets it done on the offensive side and defensive side, like especially lately. I mean, the Lakers have been knocking down some threes. Those driving kicks have been working for LA. I mean, Gabe Vincent, he's looking like a beast from downtown, especially those corner threes, which was huge for the Dallas Mavericks last year. Luka, Kyrie, drive, kick. It was PJ Washington. It was somebody else knocking down some good looks. Los Angeles Lakers, they can continue to do that for Luka Doncic and LeBron James. They can have some huge success, even though they're going to be undersized against the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? And for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, he's going to have to really elevate here in this postseason. Jaden McDaniels, who is he going to be on? Is he going to be on Luka again? Because Luka, he went to work on Jaden last year. And he's gotten better, Jaden McDaniels, and I'm sure he'll probably be better, but it won't be enough against Luka Doncic. So I think in those situations, it's going to be really interesting to see how it all plays out. I will give the edge to the Los Angeles Lakers. I think they're going to have a little bit more firepower because that's what they have been looking like as of late. The defense has been kicking it back up to what it was before earlier in the calendar year. Austin Reeves, he's going to get a lot of those driving kicks. Goodwin, Van Gogh. I think they get the job done for Luka and LeBron and take the dub in 6.
Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6. We had a $5 donation from Mason. I mean, $2 donation from Mason.
So what's up, guys? I got a Warriors and Celtics finals. So
you have the what? The Lakers and what?
The Warriors and Celtics in the finals.
The Warriors and Celtics in the finals.
Okay.
A rematch for the 2022 NBA Finals.
Yep.
Well, if that happens, I'll give 10 memberships.
Ooh, I'll give
I'll give
5.
10 memberships if that happens.
I'll give 5 memberships because I would love it, man.
I'll give another 10 if the Warriors end up actually winning it.
Ooh, let's go.
But all right, so we all have the Lakers winning it.
Mhm.
I have them in 6. Rocha and Sean, you guys had them in 5.
Lakers in 5.
In 5.
I wouldn't be shocked for a sweep, but I
Yeah.
think 5.
Now let's talk about that 2-7 matchup. Houston Rockets against, for all three of us, it's the Golden State Warriors.
Correct.
Man, these two teams have a lot of history in the postseason. Me and Sean called that series in 2018, and my God, was that cinema.
That was amazing.
Rockets, the young team. The Warriors, the veteran team. Roach, take it away.
Oh man, yeah, these teams faced off 4 to 5 years in that. Josh and Sean got to call that 2018 game where the Rockets missed 27 straight threes and the Warriors won. Now, obviously, we came a long way. These teams are completely different. We've been wanting this. A lot of Warrior fans, if it wasn't Warriors Lakers, we wanted Warriors Rockets. Why? Well, we own the Rockets. I know they beat us 2 out of 5 times this series in. They look great. They learned how to guard Steph in the last matchup. But can they keep that going for an entire series? I don't know if they can, man. I really don't. I think the Warriors, with their veteran leadership, can get this job done. And I think they will get the job done. Call me biased. I don't give a crap. Give me the Golden State Warriors to beat the Houston Rockets in 7 games to go on to face the Lakers.
In 7. Warriors in 7.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, you got the Warriors beating the Rockets?
Hell no.
Damn.
No, y'all are the veteran team. I get that. But what do we always say when it comes to playoffs? It's not just a half-court game or slows down. Coaching plays a big factor. And I'm sorry, I don't trust y'all's coach. But I do trust the Rockets coach. He's proven to be one of the best coaches in the league. He'd probably still be head coach of the Celtics right now if it wasn't for obviously that scandal.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Rockets. I think they started putting it together. Y'all have had their number. Don't get me wrong. Y'all have had their number over the years. But as of lately, they figured y'all out. Getting out and running. Fast break. Killed y'all last game. Give me the Rockets. And they've been playing great defense on Curry. And they even said it. They acknowledged, we know what we have to do. They have a game plan. They're figuring it out. Give me the Rockets to win it, and I think it's in 5 games.
Okay.
That was a spectacular game plan by Udoka. We're going to suffocate Curry and force everybody else to try and beat us. And if they do, fuck it. Okay. All right. It's a 7-game series. We'll see how long that lasts. Because Buddy Hield, he'll give you 15 one night, and then somehow, I don't even know how it's possible, he'll give you negative points the next night. That's Buddy Hield. Moses Moody will shoot his way out onto the bench.
Yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga, do we even know if he's going to play?
Who knows?
Do we even know he's going to play out there? Draymond Green, he'll be great defensively. He'll be in their heads. He'll be in their ass. But it probably won't be enough. Şengün is just too much. He'll be a goon against you guys. That's what he'll be. That dude is a menace, especially with those little bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
He's just too smooth with it. And then Amen Thompson defensively, Tari Eason, the Terror Twins right there. Van Vliet, he wasn't really much of an offensive factor last time. If he's knocking down his shot, that's even better. Dylan Brooks, great defensive season this year. I think the Houston Rockets get the job done, and I think they get it. Out of respect for Jimmy and Curry, I'll say 6, but honestly, it'd probably be more like 5.
Okay.
And if it ends up being a sweep, I wouldn't be entirely surprised by that.
It depends on if Steph Curry's tired.
Yeah, what are we going to get from the Warriors? That's the thing. What are we going to get from the Warriors? If it's like what you guys look like against San Antonio, against the Clippers in the first half, you're going to get swept.
Yeah.
You're going to get swept by Houston. But if you have, Curry and Jimmy Butler locked in, you guys could get another win or two. But if you look really locked in outside of Jimmy Butler and Curry, if Buddy's having a decent series, if Jonathan Kuminga can get out there and contribute in the minutes that he gets, Quentin Post is knocking down some shots. Pods. If Pods is having a great series, and he's been looking a lot better as of late from the field, especially from the perimeter, then maybe you guys can push this to 7 like you have, Rocha, and maybe even have a shot at winning this because you've had a great success against the Rockets in the past. But that was a great game plan they showed us in the world when they played you that last time, and that's what they're going to do. And we'll see how you guys adjust to that. And that's another thing. I'm not really convinced or expecting Steve Kerr to adjust to Udoka's game plans, because even if he does, Udoka will have another trick up his sleeve. Will Steve Kerr? I don't know. I don't think so. So give me Houston.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is Steve Kerr. And if they're going to guard Curry like that all series, can they keep that up? I don't know if they could, but Steve Kerr scares me. And who knows? Maybe we end up losing this series to the Rockets in 4 or 5 games. Maybe some way, somehow, maybe they let go Steve Kerr. We get a new game plan in there, like Mike Malone or something.
All right, and that's our first round. That's our first round of the Western Conference. Let's move on to the second round, the semifinals. And we'll start with the Thunder and Clippers 1-5 matchup for me. That's what I have here. Thunder and the Clippers. SGA, his former team, the Clips, who traded him in that Paul George mega blockbuster trade. And J-Dub, didn't he become a Thunder because of the Clippers situation? Like, didn't they lose or something like that? They lost like their draft pick, right, or whatever, and that turned into J-Dub or something like that.
Might be right.
So Thunder and the Clippers, I think, would be a great series if the Clippers are still fully healthy at this point. This could be a 6-7 game series, but I still would go with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I'll go with Thunder over the Clippers, even if they're healthy here, because of the speed of SGA and the way he generates his offense. He's going to kill them in the backcourt. Chris Dunn, James Harden, they're getting torched. He can get him in foul trouble, as we all know. And I think the depth is going to be a bit much, especially if guys like Case and Wallace, if he's knocking down shots, the torture chamber is in full effect. I will take Daigneault and the Thunder over the Clips I'll go 6. I'll go 6.
I'm excited. This is our second round matchup. I got Thunder Clippers as well, man. And this would be such a fun series to watch. Can Kawhi Leonard activate Kawhi mode in the postseason? I mean, he's a finals MVP. Can James Harden finally show up in the playoffs? We know he doesn't. He tends to fade away in the playoffs. I had that happening against the Nuggets. And sorry, Goodman. No, I'm just kidding. Give me the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'll go in 7 games. I really think this could go either way with how hot the Clippers are. If Harden and Kawhi act like themselves in this series, man. But
good.
But with Chet and Hartenstein going against Zubac, that should be a fun matchup. I'm going to trust the Thunder to get the job done this year after falling short last year. Give me them to go to the finals, conference finals.
I was going to say that's if the Clippers are still healthy at this point.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about that. Like, when's that shoe going to drop for them?
Yeah.
You know? And you brought up the Zubac matchup. Like, dude, Zubac against Chet and Hartenstein. Zubac is going to piece him up.
Yeah.
Zubac is too nice with it. I think he's going to lose Chet. He's going to body Chet. He'll body Chet, and he's going to be too finesse for Hartenstein.
Oh,
that's going to be good.
This is going to be a great series. I will go ahead and say this 7 games. I think it's going to go 7. As long as like Josh mentioned, as long as they're healthy. This is tough because I really like the Clippers. I do. I'm going to pick the Thunder. I really like the Clippers, and I wouldn't be shocked if they win it. They have talent from top to bottom. They have a good bench with Norman Powell and those guys, right? But I will give the Thunder the edge because I think SGA, how good he is and how he draws fouls. I know a lot of people hate him for that, but he probably will get Zubac in foul trouble. And that's probably going to be their best game plan is because, like you said, Zubac is a monster. He could dominate. He could probably dominate Chet, right, with size. So I think if the Thunder plays like the SGA has played, drawing fouls, playing smart, I think, and then obviously you already mentioned Lu Dort. I like Lu Dort's defense on these guys. Don't forget Harden is older, man. Lou Dort could body him up like he does with Luka, but Luka was a little bit younger. Harden's a little older, right? So let's see if he could really survive that defense of the Thunder. And if I recall, Clippers didn't beat the Thunder at all this whole year. So I'm going to go Thunder to win this in 7, though.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But the Clippers, hot going down the stretch, man. And I'm looking right here. They've won 13 of their last 14 home games.
Damn.
With the only loss coming to the Oklahoma City Thunder by 2 points.
2 points.
Just 2 points.
And that's the only game that they played against Kawhi.
That's the only game they played against Kawhi.
If I recall, I'm not sure if I looked at the other one. I know 2 of them, they didn't have Kawhi.
Okay.
And also the Clippers, man, like down the stretch, they have been one of the top offense and defenses in efficiency, man. And going up against another one of those types of teams, the Thunder. So if the Clippers are healthy still at this point and they're locked in, yeah, Roach, you had 7 games. Sean, you had it in 7 games too?
Yeah.
It could be very well that. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers ended up, if they did. Like maybe this is it. Maybe I mentioned earlier, will the Thunder actually make it to the finals? Are they going to get punched out early? Maybe they do. I'll have them winning, but maybe they do.
I will throw this out there. And even though I have the Thunder winning in 7, I think if it goes to 7, it favors the Clippers because you have a guy named Kawhi Leonard. And this guy.
Okay. So if it goes to that 7th game, I'd be really worried for the Thunder.
Yeah.
They got a fucking closer, killer. And a guy who's won multiple championships on 2 different teams. Yeah.
Yep.
So even though I have them in 7, I'm still nervous about it. I don't feel confident at all.
Absolutely.
Now let's move on to the Rockets and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Woo.
Rockets and Lakers as the 3-2 matchup, because that's what we all have, right?
I have Warriors and Lakers.
Oh, that's right. You have the 7-seed Warriors against the Lakers. Oh my goodness. That's crazy, right? If that ends up happening, Rocha, like we were thinking maybe the Warriors and Lakers in the first round, and it was this close to happening. If it wasn't for that buzzer beater by Harrison Barnes, it would have been the Lakers and the Warriors in the first round. But maybe in your scenario, it does play out that way, and we get it here in the second.
Yes, sir.
For me and Sean, it's the Lakers and the Rockets. So we'll go with you, Roach.
Okay.
Lakers a 2 seed, the 3 seed against a 7-seeded Warriors.
This would be a rematch 2 years ago when the Warriors and Lakers faced off at the 6 and 7. Lakers got better of us. We've been going against 2 guys who love to play against the Warriors in this, Luka Doncic and LeBron James, but who have the Warriors had good success against in the postseason. Luka Doncic, granted, it was only 1 series, and LeBron James, we beat him 3 times in the NBA Finals. Nothing special or anything like that. And not only that, the Warriors proved when they're on, they can beat the Lakers with Luka Doncic. We did it just last week when we were on our high, man. This would be such an incredible series. I would love this. Stephen, maybe the final time we ever get a Stephen and LeBron James playoff matchup. This series is going to go down to 7. And who else am I going to take but the Golden State Warriors? Give me the Warriors in 7 over Los Angeles Lakers. This is going to upset people in the chat. I don't care. Warriors, get the job done. They're going to go on the Cinderella story. I don't care that I'm biased. Warriors to the conference finals to face the Thunder.
I didn't see that one coming.
Who you got, Sean?
This one I did go back and forth on a lot too, man. Me and you both have the same Rockets, Lakers. Man, could the Rockets win this? I think they could. They have the youth, they have the coaching, they also have guys that they can get out and run. That's if the Rockets get out and run, play fast. I think they can win the series. But I am going to go Lakers. I think the Lakers with LeBron, the experience comes into factor here. When you have LeBron and Luka, arguably 2 of the smartest basketball IQs in the game. Offensively, obviously for Luka, defensively LeBron or overall LeBron. Everybody raves about that, right? So I think this is where the experience comes into play. Give me the Lakers. And I know JJ Redick doesn't have experience coaching in this aspect, but he has shown that he can make adjustments. So what he did, we saw that when Dallas and AD, they completely took him out of that game, right? Give me the Lakers to win this. I think their experience and the Rockets' inexperience a little bit plays a factor here.
Okay. Well, Lakers and Rockets for me is a damn good possible series here. Luka Doncic, LeBron James against these young Bucks in the Western Conference. Rockets, there's some interesting matchups that they can exploit, especially in the paint. I mean, again, the size could be an issue for Los Angeles here. Alperen Sengun is going to be an absolute monster in this potential series. Jackson Hayes will be absolutely lost. I could see the Lakers probably going a little bit smaller here and try to go with a faster pace. But Amen Thompson here, I wonder if he's going to be on Luka Doncic for the most part in this scenario. I would imagine so. Mm-hmm. Dylan Brooks on LeBron James. I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I'm gonna go with the Lakers over the Rockets in 7 games. Lakers win in 7 over the young, inexperienced Rockets. Damn good team, great depth, tremendous depth, very well coached. Going up against a rookie coach, I think LeBron and Luka Doncic prevail. Yeah. They get it done in that 7th game.
I will say 6. I forgot to say what games. I'll say 6, but I can see it going 7 too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, it's Lakers and the Thunder.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's the Warriors and the Thunder, baby.
Okay.
I have Thunder as Lakers as well.
All right. Before we move on to the Western Conference Finals, we had a couple donations.
Edward with a 2 says, "Rig it for my Rockets. Here's the $2." Thank you, Edward.
Thank you, Edward.
Sniper with a 2 says, OKC, UFC, KFC, Warriors in 5.
Warriors in 5. Now let's move on to the Western Conference Finals. Who do you guys have winning this in your bracket? Again, for me, it's the Thunder and the Los Angeles Lakers in this scenario. Luka, he owns this team. He owns the Thunder. They can't beat him. They just can't do it. But I'll take the Thunder to win. I take the Thunder to beat the Lakers in 6 games. They beat the Lakers in 6. And they advance to the NBA Finals to meet the Boston Celtics in my bracket.
In my bracket, I got the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Golden State Warriors. A rematch of almost 10 years ago in the 2016 Conference Finals. We all know how that ended up. Warriors came back down 3-1. Yeah, Warriors. I would love to face the Thunder if I'm the Golden State Warriors, man. We beat them 2 out of 3 times, and then we almost beat them without Steph Curry as well. So we've kind of figured out how to play them. But they didn't have both Chet and Hartenstein healthy in any of those games. And that would create such a mismatch against the Golden State Warriors. Where you throwing out TJD, freaking Post, Draymond, Looney. That would be such a disadvantage for the Warriors. But with that being said, in 6 games, give me the Oklahoma City Thunder to beat the Golden State Warriors. Our Cinderella story comes to an end here. Thunder are just too good. They proved it all year. Yeah, the Warriors won 2 out of 3. Most people without Steph. But again, I think that Chet and Hartenstein being healthy going to really, really put a damper to the Warriors. And I'm going to go the Thunder to go to the finals to also take on the Boston Celtics.
Man. I got Thunder's Lakers as well, everybody, in this matchup here. I can see it going either way. I can see Thunder winning this. Obviously, they got great depth, a great defense. Lakers, Luka, like you mentioned, Josh, he knows how to play the Thunder, right? But I'm leaning towards the Thunder. I can see it going both ways. I'm going to go Thunder. I think it'll be a 7-game series. I think it'll be a phenomenal series. Luka, SGA, them battling. Both are great at drawing fouls. Honestly, what's going to be key in this game is going to be the depth for the Lakers. Can they be consistent? I know Finney Smith has been phenomenal as of late. He's been great. He's been hitting threes better than I've ever fucking seen him in his whole career. Why couldn't he do that in Dallas? But can they do that through the whole playoffs? And will they stay out of foul trouble? Because that's also an issue. You're talking about SGA, one of the best drawing fouls. We've seen Finney Smith. We've seen Vanderbilt get in foul trouble a lot. Even Jackson Hayes at times. So you got one of the best guys drawing fouls. Or you got guys that will sometimes get in foul trouble. So give me the Thunder. I trust them a little bit more in that regard. And I'll pick it in 7 games.
All right. That's our Western Conference Finals predictions right there. We're all going with the Thunder, right?
Yeah.
We're all going with the Thunder. And again, it's the Thunder and Celtics for me.
Thunder and Celtics for me as well.
I'm the only one different. Thunder Cavs.
Thunder Cavs. Now let's move on to the NBA Finals. This is it. Who's going to be the champion? NBA Finals for me is Thunder in Boston, and I will go with the Oklahoma City Thunder to become the NBA champions. They take down the almighty Boston Celtics. It's a great matchup. The backcourt of OKC versus the backcourt of the Boston Celtics, advantage OKC. On the wings, obviously an advantage for the Boston Celtics. In the paint, in the post, is Porzingis going to be playing? Al Horford, he was fantastic last year in the postseason. But I'm going to go advantage OKC with Hardenstein and Chet Holmgren. The depth, damn, probably a push. Well, maybe a little slight towards Oklahoma City. We'll see. But, Ash Caruso, that's my guy right there. And head coaching, Dagnall versus Missoula. That's going to be a damn good matchup right there. I would give the edge to Missoula slightly. He's an NBA champion. But I'll go with the Oklahoma City Thunder getting it done and becoming the NBA champions in 7 games.
I also got the Thunder and the Celtics. And I'm right there with Josh. This is finally the year. The Thunder get the job done. They've been the best team all year. They're going to be the best team in the postseason. 7-game series. Thunder get the job done. They're just incredible. I think that duo in the front court's going to be way too much for Boston. And the Thunder get the job done. There you go, Goodman.
All right, that's 2 for the Thunder.
Do I make it a trifecta?
Or is he going with the Cavaliers?
I don't know. Crazy Dog, my Venmo is looking kind of thin. Okay.
Cleveland, this is for you.
No, I'm going to go Thunder as well. I'll make it a trifecta. It's going to be interesting because I have Thunder Cavs. I'm a little different than Josh and Rocha here. But this could be finally the year they get it. I think last year, I think they went in it kind of a little bit cocky, a little bit headed, right? This year they can't slack off. They Dallas, we beat them. We took advantage of that, and I don't think they're going to slack off this year. They understand, hey, we got to get our shit together. We got to win it. And don't get me wrong, the Cavs are great and all, but I think Thunder, with one of the best defenses in the league, right, historically been great all year. They were the number 1 team, right, overall. I know Cavs were carrying that torch for a long time, but Thunder, I'll take them. I think it will be 6 games against the Cavs.
6?
Thunder will win.
Remember, the Cleveland Cavaliers were the only team in the Eastern Conference this season to take down the Thunder. The only team. We streamed that. That was awesome.
Okay, so there you have it. That's our NBA championship. That's our NBA champion. But who's going to be the Finals MVP? Who is going to be the Finals MVP? Last year it was Jaylen Brown, right?
Correct.
over Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
So this year we're gonna have in our bracket we're gonna have a different final champion and MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you have for finals MVP, Roach?
Give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the potential MVP of the regular season, man. I think this series against the Celtics, he's going to go off and prove that he's the best guard in the league. SGA averaging around 30 points a game in the finals. I think he will. He'll get the MVP for me.
You know, for some reason, it feels like the MVP isn't always the top guy. I'm going to go J-Dub.
J-Dub.
I think he's going to have a solid game, series versus the Cavs. SJ's going to be great, but I think the Cavs are going to be so focused on him that J-Dub will have a great series. And I think he will win MVP, just like Jaylen Brown won it last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it was kind of a shocker. I think J-Dub will win it.
My NBA Finals MVP will be SGA. And remember, on your bracket challenge, how many points will the Finals MVP score in the 2025 playoffs?
Holy crap.
So the whole playoffs.
Throughout the whole playoffs. So I'm going to have SGA be my Finals MVP, and I have a total of 27 games being played by him. 23 games played by him, who's going to average 27 points. So I'm going to put 627 as my tiebreaker.
Okay.
I have a total of 23 games for SGA throughout the entire playoffs, averaging 27 for 621 total points.
That sounds like a lot, but I mean, if you're only averaging 27 points a game for 23 games, that's not that great. So wow.
Yep.
Well, there we go. Regier with the $2 donation says, Rocha, Mavs are beating the Warriors to send y'all home. Man, if we don't win tomorrow, I'm gonna strangle someone.
Hey, Regier.
Thank you.
Thank you. We had some more donations, right?
Regier at the 2 says, Thunder, under, World Hunger, Clippers in 5.
Damn.
Clippers in 5.
Will the Inuit Dome make a debut in the NBA Finals
Bro, imagine.
in its first year?
Mm-hmm.
Could
That'd
you
be pretty
imagine?
What is
Their
the last-
owner's going to go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Ballmer. Yeah, Ballmer.
Was there another donation?
We got a $2 donation from God Roller. Says, Nuggets versus Cavs in the finals. Y'all hit it first.
Nuggets versus Cavs in the NBA Finals? Okay, NBA would be pissed if
They
it was
would.
Cavs in Denver. Although that would be, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, God Roller.
Well, I'll tell you this: if you end up being right, you're probably going to end. You'll definitely win the bracket challenge.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody else is going to have Denver
No.
or Cleveland in there.
No.
Finals.
Maybe
Yeah, a lot of
Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Avatar.
Alex Farah for Canada 2. In the finals, I have Lakers over the Cavs in 6 with Luka winning MVP.
Okay.
I would love Luka to do that.
Luka MVP. Man, oh man. If Luka wins the title in the same season he was traded after losing last year with the Dallas Mavericks, Nico will have to live underground.
He'll be fired.
Yeah.
I will say that if Luka gets traded, Luka goes to the finals and wins it, I think Nico might be fired.
He doesn't just deserve to be fired. He deserves to be stripped down, butt-ass naked, and shamed all the way downtown. Every street, people throwing cabbages and pieces of shit, smacking him, hitting him, spitting on him. He deserves the walk of shame if Luka and the Lakers win the title. And they could.
They could.
They could win the title.
I could see the Lakers in the finals. I could see it. Yeah, I swear to God, if that happened, man. I'll be so happy for Luka, but I'll also be crying.
Right.
Like,
You know what they should do? Public humiliation. Anyone who shows up with the Luka Doncic Mavericks jersey gets to kick him in the nuts.
Fuck!
Can I take all of my jerseys?
Yes.
Does that give me a kick every jersey?
Every jersey is an admission. Kick them in the nuts.
All right.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Thank you, Alex, for the tube, man.
Thank you.
Yo, Bradley Reynolds, 32 months, and the Conference says, here's what I got. I got a Rockets Clippers Western Conference final.
Okay.
I got a Cavs Celtics Eastern Conference final. I got the Clippers versus the Cavs in the finals. Drum roll. Cavaliers and Sins. Hashtag not biased.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
No bias.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, good luck, Bradley. I'd be great to see y'all win it all, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Hey, it's OTJ of the two. Best playing team to maybe win or make the finals.
Best play-in team to maybe win or make the finals. Out of all the play-in teams, it would have to be the Golden State Warriors, I would think.
Yeah.
You know, if they're playing their A game, Jimmy Butler and Curry in the postseason, Draymond Green, probably defensive player of the year. If not, he'll be the runner-up to Evan Mobley. Yeah, it would have to be the best bet would be on them to do it.
I don't see any other team, you know, maybe if Kyrie Irving was healthy for Dallas, maybe, but I think the Warriors would be the only playing team that could make a run. Not saying we're going to. I would love it, but I could see that Warriors being that team.
Check this out. Noble says Warriors have the 5th best odds in the entire playoffs to win it all.
How about that as a playing team?
What?
Man?
No way.
The Warriors have the 5th best odds in the entire playoffs to win it all? Okay, so you have Oklahoma City, you have Cleveland, Boston. That's got to be 3. Lakers, are they ahead of them? Who's that other team that's ahead of them?
Maybe.
Wait, hold on. Here it is. Ahead of the Knicks, Nuggets, Clippers, and Rockets. Yeah, I like the Clippers' chances better if they're healthy, obviously.
Yeah.
If they're healthy, I like the Clippers' chances better than the Warriors. Sorry, Dub Nation, but
Same.
Wow.
5th best odds. That's crazy.
I
What
would
did
agree
Vegas
with that.
know?
Yeah, right?
They're doing that because they want people to bet on it.
That's
Lakers are 4th. I figured Lakers would be 4th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lakers at 4.
We had a $5 donation from our guy Bobby.
He says, final predictions. Fuck LA. It doesn't matter who's playing the Celtics. Nobody's beating them. Banner 19 coming soon.
Ooh, Bobby's fired up. He's ready for this postseason. I love it, man. I love your enthusiasm. And, well, good luck, brother. Good luck, man. And thank you, man.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Yo, making Costa Fury elite for 22 months. I'm biased, but the Lakers are 2025 champs. Lakers Warriors round 2, one last step versus LeBron. Western Conference final, the Battle of LA. Finals is Cavs and Lakers. LeBron goes back to take a chip away for them. Luka Finals MVP. Hashtag thank you, Nico.
Nico's gonna have to move to LA if the Lakers win the championship.
I saw someone in the chat, I forgot who, said if Lakers win it, he's going to be the main person of the parade.
Oh yeah.
He's going to have his own float. He's going to be giving a speech.
Yep. He's gonna be he's gonna be right at the very head, like at the head of like Viking ships and stuff like that. You know, they have like a mermaid or something. It's gonna be Nico.
Oh my God, yes.
I
will say. Oh, sorry. Go
ahead.
I was gonna say, if the Lakers do make it to the finals, I really hope that it's the Celtics. Can we finally get Celtics and Lakers NBA Finals, please, basketball gods?
Oh yeah, man, that would be sick. Like if we got Lakers and Warriors in round 2, like Megan was saying, because every time the Lakers and Warriors play, my God, those are great games between Curry and LeBron James. Every time. So if we got that in round 2 and the Lakers play the Thunder in the finals, Western Conference Finals, and then the Celtics, and then Luka wins a banner for LA over Boston, damn, that'd be crazy. If I'm a Laker fan, that would be like a dream case scenario right there. You take out the Warriors, haha. You know, because there's always beef between these two.
Mhm.
You know, you take out the Thunder, like number one team the whole entire year, my ass. And then if you were to beat Boston, I mean, that's the ultimate rub-in. If you're a Lakers fan, you get to beat Boston in the finals. I mean, my God.
They would be tied in banners again because Celtics just took the lead last year. They'd be tied at 18 apiece.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we already went over our entire predictions. Thank you, everybody who joined our ESPN Bracket Challenge on ESPN. Still join that. The link's in the description. Roach is going to drop the link in the chat. So we're just going to hang out here for a bit. And, yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
It was great. Like, I know me, Josh, and Sean all had the Thunder winning, but at some points we all had a little bit different, which is always great in the chat. Of course, you guys have your opinions as well. That was fun.
Yeah. This is going to be the thing is shit could get crazy, man. You never know. The West especially, right? So it's really going to get interesting. The second rounds are the toughest one, the semifinals.
Yeah.
Thunder Clippers could go either way. Lakers Rockets could go either way, you know? So that shit could all be different. And it's going to be interesting, man. It really will. I'm excited. I'm excited.
And as Craig first mentions, guys, yes, brackets locking after the playing games. So as soon as the final playing game's done Friday night or probably early Saturday morning, brackets will lock. So make sure as soon as that final playing game, which will probably be the West playing game, is done, if you guys want to change your predictions or whatever, make sure you guys have it ready to go because they lock before Saturday. So if you don't have it done by Saturday, you're not going to get those points.
Yeah. So get it locked in. Might as well do it now. Y'all are here. Takes, 10 minutes to fill it out. Not even that.
Not even that.
Go through there. You don't have to pick how many games. I know we broke it down and said how many games, but you don't have to. Just pick who's going to win. And only thing you have to put on is just the tiebreaker. Don't forget the tiebreaker. I've seen so many times people do these brackets and they don't put a tiebreaker. They forget to fill that out. Make sure you do fill that out too. So.
Goodman for the $5 donation. What if OKC just runs the table and it's just not close? LOL, they are that good. I don't see anybody being able to beat them 4 times. That's just me, though. Well, we all agree with you because we all have you guys winning the finals.
So what you're trying to say, Goodman, is it's like the Warriors when they got KD that one year. Yeah. Where they only lost 1 game, and I think it was in the finals.
Yes.
Right? If I recall.
It was game 4 to the Cavs.
Yeah. And then even last year in the East, right? The Celtics pretty much breezed through the playoffs on the East on the side East conference side. I don't think that's going to happen. The West is too good, Goodman. I know y'all were phenomenal this year, but there are matchups, man, and teams. You are going to have to face one of the hottest teams, more likely the Clippers. So that's why I don't think y'all will just run the table. The West is way too good.
Thank you for the 5, Goodman.
Thank you, Goodman.
Goodman? Oh, thank you, Goodman. Well, what if I guess he just runs the table?
Yeah.
If they did, that'd be one of the best times to do it, man. I mean, as far as like impressive times. Like if you run the table here against this Western Conference, damn.
Yep.
I would be very impressed with you guys. I would love for y'all to win the finals. It'd be your first ever champ. I know Seattle won one back in the day, but it'd be officially you guys' first ever championship.
Even though I have the Thunder winning it, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they got knocked out before that. Like I was mentioning earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if they did lose to the Lakers in that Western Conference Finals. I wouldn't be surprised if the Thunder lost to the Clippers there in the second round. Clippers, if they made it to the NBA Finals, I'd be like, wow, they actually stayed healthy. They finally did it. They made it to the NBA Finals. But they're a damn good team.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost picked the Clippers to beat the Thunder. I was that close. I was close. I was close.
Yeah, if I've probably said this like 18 times now, but if they're healthy, if they're fully healthy against Oklahoma City, anything can happen.
Anything's possible.
Anything
is possible. See it.
Indiana fans have their voodoo dolls ready, says JB Taylor, and have brought in Meta World Peace to intimidate opponents. They will win it all. Oh my God.
Metal.
Bro, you're gonna start another Malice in the Palace, man.
Whoa.
Oh.
The thing is, you don't need a Meta World Peace one. You need Ron Artest. That's who intimidated people before he changed his name.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that's the same person.
Yeah, obviously, Roach.
I know.
Damn, Corrupt.
What Krupp do?
He just boot me off the top rope.
Again?
Actually, with a Superman punch.
What are you doing?
Damn.
I'm surprised that hair
what
didn't get in his way.
I'm gonna take a video using Roach's phone, and I'm gonna be at the very top of the Luxor Hotel, right? And I'm just gonna drop the phone, and it's gonna land perfectly into my fist, into someone else's fist.
It better, man. That's my phone.
Hey, you got insurance.
Book
Shit.
this bitch. Oh,
Got it.
yeah. You sure you didn't break your phone, Corrupt? My God.
Jesus, correct? Oh, man. Rocha doesn't even fuck you, Nathaniel. I'll slap you with my phone.
Van Lith went to the Chicago Sky.
Wait,
Yeah,
Healy Vent. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw that earlier.
She got drafted after all.
Holy shit.
Finally.
I hope she has good time with Chicago, man. She was such good before she went over to LSU. She was a beast.
Arturo, my thoughts on DDP inducting Lex Luger in the Hall of Fame and not Sting. Well, I heard that Sting was not given permission to show up because it would have been him, right?
Yeah.
But DDP is a solid choice, man. They go way, way, way back to the 1980s. So I'm good with that. I think that's going to be great hearing DDP give us introduction speech.
I think the last person he inducted was Jake the Snake Roberts.
Which I was there for.
Which one was that?
30?
30? Okay.
I think that was at 30.
Jake's Roberts speech, his speech was so incredible, man.
Uh-huh.
So incredible.
Yeah, but I didn't go off the top rope, Corrupt. Damn. This is going to elevate and elevate. Next time, it's actually going to be an elbow drop, a drop kick, a bow and arrow, a gun.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
He's got a license for it. Calm down.
Oh, okay. I got Thunder, Clippers, LA, and Warriors out of the first round. No, Jets. OKC and Lakers out of the second. LA over OKC in 6, and Lakers in 6 versus Boston. My East is Cavs, Pacers, Detroit, and Boston, Celtics, and Cavs with Cavaliers, with the Celtics versus LA.
So you have the Lakers winning it all. Okay.
Which could be the case.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? A couple of months from now?
What
May, June 21st would be when it ends, right?
22nd
22nd
would be game 7. 3 months.
If LeBron James wins the NBA championship, you think he would retire? Or has he already said he's going to play no matter what?
I don't think he's going to retire. I feel like if he wins it this year, he feels like he can win another one next year with Luka again. I don't think he would retire.
That's true. Because he had a damn good year.
Yeah, he did. Even though he ended his 20 consecutive years of 25 or more points, dude still averaged mid-20s, which is incredible for being 40 years old.
Jake B says Coach Bud is gone. Budenhauser got fired today.
That's right.
Yeah,
Budenhauser
one and done.
got fired.
One and done.
Yeah, not surprised by that. You know, they were going to scapegoat somebody. Not saying that there wasn't things that he didn't do that were good.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't fully his. Nobody would have had success with that team.
Nah.
Apparently, the big reason why they said is him and Booker did not get along, and apparently, they're centering their whole team around Book. Like that's who they're going to focus on. Everybody else is expendable. They said.
Suns need Malone. I like that. Book has had how many coaches in his career? Was it like 8 or something? Some ridiculous number.
Yeah.
Devin Booker has had so many different head coaches in his career. He's never really had consistency. Mm-hmm. So if they were to get a guy like Mike Malone to come over there, they got to stay with him.
Yes.
They got to stay with him and build some sort of consistency around Devin Booker. Because, of course, that's the guy you center everything around.
Mhm.
As Sean just mentioned, you trade away Kevin Durant during the offseason, get the most that you can to put around Devin Booker, and then, I don't know, mix some sort of like voodoo mama juju stuff with Bradley Beal and hope that he rescinds his no trade clause and says, move me somewhere, anywhere.
Yeah.
I even saw a report that they might just say fuck it and eat the dead cap and release Bradley Beal. They can't find a trade partner.
Damn.
It would be the most dead cap I think I saw in NBA history if they did it.
Man, they really shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Big time with those moves. What if they just stayed with Bridges, Cam, Ayton, and CP3 and they read it back?
I don't know why they did it. Like, I get it. You get to the finals and you lose. You want to get your team better. But damn, that core was great, man.
It was pretty good.
Luka retired him.
Excuse me.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah, Luka broke that team up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what? They lost by like 40 points in that game.
It was so bad.
So bad.
Josh looked it up. It was 7 head coaches for Booker. Damn. 7. So this new head coach would be his 8th.
Would be his 8th.
Wow. Arturo, let that be a lesson to you. And you too, Corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Corrupt. Rozier the Two says, WNBA draft is over. Your thoughts on your teams? I haven't taken a look yet.
I was surprised that the Chicago Sky got Van Lith. Kiki fell to the Mystics.
Yeah, she didn't go top 3 or at least top 2. Thought she would.
I would have thought so. Paige going to the Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Match made in heaven. Paige in Dallas.
I know we drafted some international person at number 5. I'll have to go check her out.
Yeah, it's a lesson for you, Corrupt. You're never gonna learn.
Hey,
Never will.
Y'all freaking ended our playoff hopes, or at least they're getting to the playoffs at the start. So I don't like you right now, Corrupt.
Who did the Sparks get? Because they traded back WNBA draft 2025.
At least the Wings don't have Nico. That's tough.
Man, oh my goodness. The Mystics had back-to-back picks. They had Sonia and Kiki.
That's right.
The Sparks. Shit, where are they at? I don't see them on here. Oh, there they are. Sarah Barker from Alabama.
Sarah Barker. I've not heard of her. Sarah Sparks got Barker. You know anything much about her this year? Like, is she good? Like, how was she last year?
Anissa Morrow. Morrow went to the Sun.
Oh, so Rozier says Barker is a 3-and-D type player for the Sparks.
Like it.
Okay.
3-and-D with Kelsey Plum, Cameron Brink, Rickea Jackson.
Damn, that team could be pretty freaking solid this year, man.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be good. They have the right mixture of young players that fit well together, led by Kelsey Plum.
The Plum Dog millionaire.
Oh my goodness. Oh, why am I why am I blanking on the other forward?
Hambry?
Yes.
De'Erica. Yes, I mean, she was an all-star last year, man. She was great.
Yep.
Damn, that team is going to be good, man.
It's going to be interesting, man. The WNBA playoffs next year are going to be nasty with the Fever, the Wings. I think they're going to be a playoff team, too. They're going to take a big step massively. Sparks, the Liberty. I'm liking the Mystics. with their draft picks and what they already had last year, Alicia Gray, Aaliyah Edwards, they have a good little squad over there.
Mm-hmm. I wish the Valkyries would be involved, but they're probably not going to be good this season. But that's fine. I want to be asked the next couple of years to get Juju Watkins.
Yeah, JBT, that's going to be awesome, man. Fever, going to be good. Kiki and Aaliyah Edwards are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Yes, they are. Brink needs to be healthy, though. Yeah, she's recovering from that major injury that she suffered last season, which was so awful because she was one of the – I mean, it was such a great rookie class, and she was right among the top, man. She was blocking all the blocks that she had, the rebounds. She was a beast, Cameron Brink.
I wonder if she's going to be healthy to start the season because, I mean, she got hurt towards the middle of the summer. So I wonder if she'll be healthy to start the season. I hope she is.
Guys, I have a problem. I need y'all's feedback. So I'm mostly likely to work this weekend during WrestleMania weekend. With each Mania going to be like 3 hours per night, plus Raw going to be big on Monday. What should I do?
Well, you got work.
Yeah.
Watch it after work?
Yeah, exactly.
Record it, DVR, right? Whatever they.
Yep. Turn your notifications off.
Yeah, so you don't get spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you have to, split it up in a couple of days. Watch a couple hours here, a couple hours there if you need to.
And when you clock out, the last person you see before you go through the door, super kick them, Shawn Michaels style.
Like you did to Sean Spears way back in the day.
Uh-huh.
What's your name? Stan. Stan.
Or you can get somebody who looks just like you to clock in for you. Or you can get a scarecrow. Maybe that'll work.
Well, at least the scarecrow won't stutter.
B-Hub says, don't super kick me. B-Hub, Roach is going to super kick you as soon as he sees you in the airport.
Yeah, as soon as me and Georgie meet up with you, I'm going to super kick your ass.
And then he's going to go pin you 1, 2, 3, and Georgie's going to come flying in. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding.
And no!
DFW International Airport Champion of the World, Rocha Entertainment.
Oh, yeah, brother. Man, I would love my own pyro.
You're going to have those sparklers like Gilbert.
Oh, my God. Those are the best. My workplace has gone to shit tonight. My boss is telling me all the bad things I left there. Damn, B-Hub. Sounds like you left at the right time, man.
Josh, don't die over there. Jesus.
I'll try not to. What if I see Goldberg? It's on site. You mean Bill Goldberg? Bret Hart will never call him Goldberg. He always calls him Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg?
Yep.
I don't blame him.
When y'all go on your trip, if I'm not mistaken, that's what y'all said, right? Yes, Grease. I will be picking up the guys tomorrow. Tomorrow they'll be here. Rochita, Bihub, and
Georgina.
They'll be here in Dallas for the night. And then we're going to go to Las Vegas, where we'll be for a week. I'll be in a room with Rocha for a week.
Everybody send the condolences to Josh. Thoughts and prayers.
Help me, sweet mother of God.
Hey, you've been in the same room before with me and the MGM brand.
I'm going to request room service. Maid service every 12 hours on the dot.
12 hours?
Disinfect everything.
Uh,
Can you slap Rocha when you see him tomorrow? Sure, absolutely. Any other requests? You want me to do a drive-by slap? Hand out the window. And he just spins. He just twirls like a tornado, like a cartoon.
Josh is like, Rocha, come here. What? Just stay right there. No.
Another request. Yes.
Oh, God.
Grease wants to know, Rocha, are you going to vlog it?
Yeah, I would love to do some vlogs, man. They're a lot of fun.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when we leave him at a gas station in the middle of the desert, and he's got to make his way back to Vegas through hitchhiking. What's going to happen? We don't know, but he's going to get it all on tape.
And the shitty part is They're gonna make me pay for gas too, and then they're gonna just dip.
Oh my god.
That's how you gotta do it.
Just run over Rocha at that point. What do you think?
Oh,
My insurance ain't that good.
yeah.
Damn.
It's like hitting a
Rocha.
yeah. That's like hitting a deer, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like hitting a damn moose. It's like hitting a like a buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
A Yellowstone or something.
I'm down a few pounds, okay?
Oh shit. Okay, Roach. Okay. So you're gonna be light like a feather?
I'm gonna be light like a feather.
Okay.
You'll be able to carry me and throw me over your shoulder.
Sure. But all right, folks, we're about to head out. Gotta head out. Gotta pack. Gotta do some stuff. Gotta stare at that wall like I do every day for 4 hours. Yeah, make threatening phone calls to Corrupt at 3 o'clock in the morning on the dot in the witching hour. You know, just normal stuff. Just normal Joshu stuff.
So it went from me calling Josh every morning at 3 a.m. to Josh now calling Corrupt every morning at 3 a.m.
J Money thinks I should RKO you.
RKO? I mean, that's better than like some other stuff.
Yeah, that's messed up, Jake B. And Jet says Rocha is going to go randomly live in 2 hours to do an ASMR packing stream.
Yeah, on my OnlyFans, completely butt naked.
Rocha will go down as the worst ASMR content creator in the history of this world.
It's terrible. It's bad.
Everybody walking on my ASMR.
Rip. But all right, guys, thank y'all so much for playing along in our bracket challenge. Again, join it if you haven't done so. Links in the description. Roger's dropping a link in the chat once again. And we'll see how it all plays out. Tomorrow night, we will be live for the play-in matchup between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors. Come hang out. It's going to be an awesome time, and it's going to set the tone. So be here or be
squared.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe. B-Hub, Georgie, travel well, man. Roach, do the best you can.
I got you. Good night, y'all.
Goodbye. Just keep smiling. Pretend like everything is okay.
Oh, good.